What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. I am your host, Michael Korn. It's here. Chiefs, Bills. Big game. Always a great game. Always a great game. Bills, regular season, they dominate. Chiefs dominate in the playoffs. National media, high on the Chiefs right now. Down on the Bills. They love that you can name Worthy and Rice as wide receivers for the Chiefs, and you can't name anybody for the Buffalo Bills. They're saying what I've been saying. Worried about can they take a top off a defense? And I think we all know the answer to that. The answer is no. But that doesn't matter when you have Cook in the backfield. Everybody is picking the Chiefs this week. It's crazy the disrespect Buffalo's being shown. Yeah, they haven't played anybody, but still. It's in Buffalo. Again, Allen dominates the regular season against Mahomes. But the Chiefs are playing better than the Bills currently. Bills technically better record at 5-2 than the Chiefs at 5-3, but we want to stay ahead of those Chiefs. But what I wonder what's going to happen. Everybody just thinks it's going to be a Worthy and Rice show in Buffalo with Mahomes. Not much talk of Pacheco or Hunt. That's because if you were to look for the leading rusher of the Chiefs, it's Patrick Mahomes. And that's kind of a soft spot in this defense is us stopping the run. And their run game has not been that great. But nobody's really talking about that. Just everybody's high on the Chiefs, high on Mahomes. So we'll see. But I think a lot of people are kind of sleeping on Buffalo. I kind of mentioned it yesterday that I think they're underrated, and it's kind of shown with how many people are picking the Chiefs. Because a few weeks ago, a lot of people were writing the Chiefs off because they were injured. It's like they don't realize Buffalo's injured on the defensive side of the ball. Oliver's out. But they're still 5-2. They still have Josh Allen, Cook. But it's like nobody wants to recognize that. But I think they'll find out come Sunday what Cook's all about. And if Cook plays well, that's going to help Buffalo tremendously. But we'll see. Again, nobody is really taking Buffalo. Everybody is high on the Chiefs. High on the Chiefs. And as far as what we could expect from the Chiefs, I think it's kind of what everybody's high on. Expect their wide receivers to be involved a lot. Expect Spagnuolo to send a lot of blitzes. We'll see how Josh does against the blitz and if these wide receivers can get the separation they need quickly so he can get the ball out quickly. But again, if they start pounding the rock with Cook, that's a great counter to a blitz. Great counter to a blitz. Not to mention, if he's running the rock good, you're keeping Mahomes on the sideline, which I think at the end of the day is going to kind of be the same game plan for both of these teams is can we keep the other quarterback off the field? Whoever does that the longest will probably win this game. That's how it usually always happens with these Chiefs-Bills games. But I think the Chiefs are going to come out throwing a lot. Again, Mahomes is their leading rusher. They're going to try to get something going with Pacheco and Hunt, but we'll see. I think it's going to be you're going to see a lot of screens with Worthy and quick stuff. And then you'll occasionally see the over the top with Rice or Worthy, one of them, because they both can go over the top on you. Something Buffalo does not have. But if Buffalo can kind of slow down that offense, they got a shot. They got 100% a shot here. But if the Chiefs just do Chiefs things and Mahomes is Mahomes, it's going to be very hard for that defense to stop the Chiefs offense. Because again, they're getting healthier. They have Rice back. Kelsey's slowly getting a little bit better. Still not the old Kelsey, but still a threat. Now Worthy doesn't have to be the number one because Rice is back. Like, Man, Buffalo, you could have had Worthy. Scared of the speed, I guess. Or thought you already had it with Shakir, which you kind of do, but I don't know. I'm going to keep griping on having no star wide receiver, no true number one, because at the end of the day, I really think it's going to hurt. But if we can just keep pounding it with Cook, they'll be okay. The Chiefs will be in a little bit of trouble. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And I really think for the Chiefs to kind of win, they're going to have to keep Allen off the field. And for them to do that, they're going to have to be able to establish the run at some point to eat up some clock. Or this game is going to be 35-32. The over-under right now is 52.5. So, I mean, they already got it going pretty good. But it's going to be what defense shows up. And both have kind of been suspect this year. But last game, Buffalo did get those turnovers. Chiefs have been, again, getting healthier, starting to get more turnovers. But if Mahomes is rocking, the Chiefs are going to be tough. They're going to be tough. But as far as Buffalo, again, if they can just keep Mahomes off the field, run the ball with Cook, man, that's going to help them. It'll keep that defense nice and fresh. Again, it'll eat up that clock. It should hopefully open up that passing game. Because again, yes, tight ends, running backs, Josh. That's our offense. But if just one or two of those wide receivers get going, it just adds a whole nother dimension to this team. And they need that. They need that against these big teams. Because I have a feeling this game is going to come down to who scores last, who has the ball last, like it always does. And if they figure out a way to just take these tight ends out of the game and stop Cook, that's where Buffalo's going to have some issues. But if Cook is running the ball, I don't see how Buffalo can lose this game because they're going to control the clock. And I think they're back to that point where they've been kind of Super Bowl favorites, but now I think a lot of people are starting to sleep on them again, and I think that's going to help fire this team up. And if that happens, I don't know, in Orchard Park, might be the last game that they play the Chiefs in that stadium. Like, it's going to be loud. It's definitely going to be loud. And if they get that crowd on their side, Mahomes or not, if they're running that ball, if Cook is cooking like he did last game, man, it's going to be hard for the Chiefs. Because you only get so many times out on that field. If they're running and controlling that clock, that's what Buffalo needs to do to win this game. They do that, they're walking away with a win. Walking away with a win. And then now we're maybe back in the national media conversation. But even then, probably not. Because the amount of, it's just like, I don't really understand it. The disrespect Buffalo gets shown. I couldn't believe how many people like. I get you're gonna have people out there taking the Chiefs because the Chiefs are hot, but like every panel was like 4-1, 5-0 Chiefs. Like it's just wild. So I think Buffalo, they needed that win against Carolina. They got a little juice going. Hopefully they take that into this game again with Kansas City, and they beat them one more time in Orchard Park. Send out Orchard Park right. Bills fans would love it if the Bills sent Mahomes. They would love it. But I don't know. It's gonna be a close game. They got the line at 1.5 right now. It's in Buffalo. The weather won't be too bad. So I don't really see that playing in any factor. It's just I really think it's gonna come down to who scores last. And if you're a Buffalo fan, you're just hoping the Bills have the ball last. Or you're really hoping for a blowout, of course. We all are. Even if you're not a Buffalo fan, you're probably hoping the Chiefs get blown out because people are so sick and tired of the Chiefs. But we'll see if the Bills, this is going to be probably the hardest game on their schedule, if not one of. If they handle this game well, I don't know how they keep getting slept on the rest of the year. And the only real reason I can think that they've been slept on this year is, again, because of that weaker schedule. Haven't really played anybody. They played the Patriots, lost to the Patriots. But the Patriots are good. They're not bad. So we'll see after this game. I think, oh boy, I think they win. I think they win. I think they have the ball last. I don't know if it's going to be Allen, or they might even make a kick for a win. That'd be fun. That'd be a change of pace. But I'm gonna go with the Bills win. Bills win barely, just because they have the last possession. Because I really think that's what it's going to come down to. But other than that, let's go Buffalo. This is a big test, big game. Hope to see you guys all out there. Let's have a great game. And we appreciate you guys listening and watching. This has been Bill's Latest. I'm your host, Michael Korn. We were brought to you by FanArc. We hope you guys hit that like and subscribe button down below, and we'll be back with more content tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.